So a few years ago, I made $22,000 from a small Telegram group, like 4 or 5 people, just a handful of people. And on this video, I want to explain to you how it happened, how I did it, and the big lesson behind it. Because there's a very powerful lesson behind this story that's going to change completely your perspective on how to make money online. So let's go quickly back in time so I can explain to you how I did it. And this goes back to when I dropped out of university when I was like 19 years old. I left Barcelona, I went back to my hometown. I only had like $400 in my bank account, and I decided to do drop shipping. That was like my plan. I'm gonna quit university, focus on drop shipping, make money online, and live the life, right? So I bought this course from Ty Lopez on e-commerce and how to do drop shipping. And it was actually a good course. Okay, it was not the best thing out there, but it was quite decent. And basically on the course, you had like on his website, you had the videos and everything, but then you had like a Facebook group with all the community, all the other people that also had bought the course. And that's really cool, right? Because you now you have the chance to speak with people who have the same goals and they're like-minded and all this stuff. But the thing is that it was not practical. It was a lot of posts and the comments were scattered and all that stuff. So I thought, why don't we make a Telegram group? So I made a post on the group and I was like, hey guys, let's make a Telegram group so we can all go in there and talk and share photos every day on things we're doing or results. We can ask each other questions, maybe like some sort of small mastermind group. And I posted that, and I think only like 7 or 8 people joined. Only 7 or 8. And actually, after 2 or 3 days, like I think 3 of them left or deleted their accounts or something. So in fact, it was only 4 or 5 active people, only 4 or 5 members every day that we were talking and sharing stuff, what we were doing, our stores, sharing feedback, our problems, everything. And here's the thing, for the next 8 months, I didn't get any other member inside the group. It was only 4 or 5 people. And for the next 8 months, every single day, I talked with them and I shared what I was doing and the results I was getting. And at the beginning, I was getting zero results. So I was either losing money or having problems with Facebook and my ads and my Shopify store, whatever. But then eventually I started to have results and I got like my first $100 day and I shared that. I showed them a photo. Oh, I got these results. First time that I do $100 in a day. I shared the product, everything. Then a few weeks go by and now I do my first $200 day. Then $500 day. Then eventually I did $1,000 in a day. And months later, eventually I did like $10,000, $12,000 in a single day, and I crossed like $100,000 in 1 month in revenue. I think it ended up being like 130K or 140, something like that. And at that point, I was the only one that had gotten good results. The other guys in the group were still stuck. They didn't have that good of results, maybe like $300 a day, $400, and not really making any profit, just like breaking even and stuff like that. So now all of a sudden, I'm the guy in the group that is making even more money than the guys we bought the course from. Because the guys we were learning from, they were making like 30K a month, 40K a month, and now I was doing like 100K a month. So I was doing way more than the guys we were learning from. And here's what happened, like one of the guys DM'd me, not through the group, but like through the private DMs, like one-on-one. And basically what he said was like, okay, dude, like what the hell are you doing? Like, how did you go from nothing to 100K a month? You're doing more money than these guys that were teaching us. And basically we started talking, and basically I closed a deal with him to mentor him so he could message me daily and I would give him feedback and review everything and give him advice and be like one-on-one coaching basically for like $1,000 a month, €1,000 actually. And I thought it was gonna be like a 3-4 month thing because he asked me like, okay, how long do you think it's gonna take me to start making good money with my store? And that was my guess, like 3, 4, 5 months with the things that I knew back then, that I was being quite successful. I knew how to do it. I had mastered Facebook ads and marketing and copywriting and Shopify and all of these skills. So I was quite confident then that in like 3, 4, 5 months we could get something good going. But the thing is that we got there after 3, 4, 5 months, but he wanted to keep going, right? Because the results he was getting were so good, and he got to like $60,000 a month or something like that. He never got to my level, but still like $60,000 a month. That's revenue. It's not profit, but profits were like 30% or something like that. So that's like $20,000 profit. Yeah, I think he was doing 30% profit. So I mean that's quite good, and yeah, we kept going and going, and that ended up going for like 22 months mentorship. So, and the thing is that it didn't take me that long. He would send me messages every day and I would respond with voice messages. So probably I invested like 10, 15 minutes every day to reply to his messages and look through the stuff he was sending me. And yeah, he was paying me like 1K a month, and it ended up being like adding up to $22,000. And the lesson behind this, so this is when I was, the main point of this video is that a lot of people think that they associate success with being like the number one, like the number one bestseller, the number one trending video or product, or like being the big store or the big whatever, the big marketer, the big seller. But the thing is that you can make a lot of money with very little effort with small audiences. It's not like you have to go so big and you need like 100K subscribers, 1 million subscribers. Like, you don't need super huge audiences. And that's like the lesson behind it. Like, it was a small Telegram group. We were like 4 or 5 people, but I developed that relationship over time that I had with them, and they built trust with me, and eventually they were like, I want your results, I want your help, I know you're legit and everything. And we made that deal. And there's actually one really famous article that went viral many years ago. It's called 1,000 True Fans. And it basically talks about this, that if you have 1,000 people that truly like what you're doing and truly love, not just like, they love what you're doing and how you're doing things, and they love your projects, everything. If you only have 1,000 of these and you're able to get $100 from each one of them a year, one time a year, you get $100 from them, that's $100,000 a year. And that's kind of the logic behind it. And if you are very authentic and you really connect with them, think about it. You don't even need 1,000 true fans. With only 5 people, I was able to get like $22,000. Yeah, it's not gonna scale like that. It's not like you could have, okay, if I have 20 people or 25, then I'm gonna make 100K a year, or 100K. It's not like that. You probably would need more. But still, basically my main point is that you don't need 1 million subscribers or an audience of the size of 10 million or whatever. You can have really small audiences and still make a lot of money. So anyways, that's the lesson behind it. I'm gonna put the link to that article in the description. Go read it. I think it's a little bit long, but it's very valuable, and I think it's really good. It really changed my perspective on how you can actually make money online, because yeah, we have this idea that we need a lot. We need to do a lot of volume to make a lot of money, but sometimes you don't. So anyways, that's it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm still new on this YouTube thing, so if you can subscribe, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and that's it. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.